Hey everyone, it's Phoebe here, and I have a great update to share with you for our pattern drafter. So let's just dive on in and have some fun while we learn. If you are going to use your pattern drafter, a great tip is make sure an avatar is in your 3D workspace. Why, you might ask? Because if an avatar is in your 3D workspace, that means it will automatically sew, arrange, and drape onto your avatar once you hit simulate. So that's why it's always great to have an avatar in the workspace already. So here I have my window. Great. And I'm going to go and access my pattern drafter. To get there, I just have to go to 2D at the top menu bar right here. And I'm going to go to 2D, and then there's pattern drafter right here for me to select. So here I have my pattern drafter. It's blank right now. What we can do at the very top here is we can select the type of pattern we're looking for. So our update is in our options is now we have trousers and skirts. Really exciting. I'm going to go with the trouser. From there, you can now decide the fit of the trouser you want. So I'm going to go with slacks. Now I have my slacks. They've automatically shown up in my 2D window right over here. You can see them here. And where I see measurement, you have what types of measurements you want. So I have general, simple, or custom. It will automatically jump to custom when you use this little tool right over here, your settings tool. So if I go to my settings tool, I can actually decide which measurements I want and which ones I don't. I'm actually all good with these. What to know? If you uncheck a lot, that means you're asking CLO to fill in the blank spaces. So CLO is going to then take a little bit more liberty and try to adjust other measurements to follow what you've already written in. So you're asking CLO to help you out a lot. If you want much more control and you don't want CLO's help at all, make sure you have you've checked on as many measurements as you want then, because then CLO won't fill in any gaps and then you will have all of the control. That's how this works. So if I go all the way to simple, I'm going to hit exit and now I'm going to go to simple. You'll see that there's a lot less measurements and I can start to just go in and using either these arrows or my middle mouse button. I like using the middle mouse button. I can start to edit and adjust this. What I just want us all to see while I'm adjusting this is if you take your eye and you go down here, you see these little lines, this yellow line, dotted line to show you that it's adjusting and where it's adjusting. Right now I've done the waistline and you can see in the back there isn't a waistline and that this is the total option, right? So it's adjusting more of the front, but it's also going to adjust the back a bit. I can always hit reset if I wanted to. If I wanted more control over the back, I could, of course, go into these settings and I could say waistline for back. And then I can exit. And then here I have the waistline for back. I can uncheck. And then I can adjust this one. And then I can adjust this one. And yeah, all options. You're looking at me and you're saying, wow, these are really bad edits. You're right. I'm just showing you right now what you can edit and how you can edit it. If I want less control, I'll just go into the settings, uncheck waistline, hit this exit, and then there you go. And then of course I'll hit total because I'll say like, this is the total width. If I don't hit total and then I just select this and increase, you'll see that the back won't adjust at all. Like the back waistband won't adjust at all. What you might notice though, keep an eye out for these points while I adjust. we do have those points will move because, again, we've done a simple mode. So the CLO algorithm is trying to fill in those gaps for you. So I can say I'm going to go back to total and I'm going to increase a bit more. Maybe I want my hip width a bit higher too. And adjust this. Maybe I want to increase my crop drop length for my front, and I also want to increase it for the back. Outseam, I can have curved or straight. It's up to you. And I also have that total for leg opening. The real question is, did I make this big enough? Now, again, I'm just like randomly changing these numbers here. I'm not trying to think of if they fit or not. If I really wanted to make sure I knew if they were fitting or not, I would probably go into my avatar and see what his their measurements are. So this I can see is, so I have to zoom out to really see it. 37. And this is 34. This is 22. Okay. 32, 34, 37. Okay. Good to know. This can go down to 36. Hip width can be 40. Let's do 42. Just like I don't want it to be too snug. That's why I'm increasing. And like men never wear it on their high waist, they wear it on their low waist. So that's why I'm like, what are we doing here? It's fine. Okay. Another update you've seen here is there are darts now for the pants. Okay. If your pant doesn't have a dart, you can just go over here in your darts and you can hide the dart and then there's no dart. Look at that. Then again, you can adjust and edit this around. If your pant does have a dart, but let's say it only has one, you can adjust that too for your back. You have control over the distance. So it is the distance from the center back. Yeah, center back. Sometimes I have to think about it. And then total width of your dart, and then also length of it. Then I know this is a 34, so the waistband also has to adjust to being 34. Yeah, point. Great. And I'm going to say this is 2 inches. Great. Cool. Cool. I'm all good with this. I'm just going to tell us all this might not be the perfect pattern. Okay. Just giving you all that. But what I'm just doing is I'm creating a good base pattern. I really didn't pay attention to his measurements that much, but I wanted to just show you how you can make and adjust and add in these measurements really quickly and easily, especially when you're using something simple with like these kinds of measurements. Now what I'm just going to do is hit create, place this in. Right. And I'll now switch over here. You see that it's sewn and arranged. I can just hit simulate. And now it's on him. I made too big of, the pants are too big. That feels right. Now I know the pants are too big. So let me take you to one of my favorite tools, which are the style line tools. So I'm just going to take this, scale it, and make it a little bit smaller. And for all of those pattern makers out there that are like, this is not how you properly scale, I'm aware. I'm sorry. He's wearing these too high. Great. I also see that I made my crotch way too big, so that's nice to know. And I'm just going to quickly select these patterns here and this here and this here and just easily bring this up. Now, what's happening is I have curves. Let me tell you something. I can just select this and move. And I can just hold down Shift and select this and move. Now I can simulate. So much better. Wow, so much better. Okay. We got some trousers. Really quick, really easy, really fast. Really helpful. That is just using some measurements. Again, that's saying like, this is somebody who's like, you know what, I don't really know the right measurements, but I do need a pattern. And Chloe, can you help me out and make a pattern for me so that then I have a base to start with and now I can start to edit and adjust. Or I can pass it off and give it to somebody who actually knows how to edit and adjust this pattern, and then they can make something a little bit better, and then I can start to add in some details. Or I just wanted a base to then see like where I should put pockets or adjust and place certain things around, you know? It's a really great way to create a starting point so that you don't have to know how to draft a pattern to enter CLO, right? Very helpful and easy. If you are like Phoebe, no, I don't want to look at a number. I don't want to figure it out. Stop. Then the update, we also have updated this with our AI. So then you will have to go into AI and then you can select here, this little wand over here, just so you know, I selected this. A pop-up will come up. You can either do a text prompt, right? And I can say, you know, trouser, slacks. And then maybe I want like, you know, straight, ankle, low, men's, classic, generate. Then it's going to generate an image for me. Cool. Sure. I can hit then generate. It's generating my patterns now. Look at this. Before I do anything, I'm just selecting this and hitting delete. Preview. Let's just hit create and see what happens. Great. Made it. Right? If you're also like, Phoebe, I have my own sketch. Guess what? You can go in, image, put your own sketch in, right? You've got this. You can do that. You can upload your own sketch. And it doesn't even have to be like a sketch. It could be any image you have. Like if you found something online or anything like that, you could drop it in, then it will generate and create that for you. The same will be true for skirts. So I'm just going to delete this. Great. And now I'm going to go back to my pattern drafter, 2, right here. Put a 2, pattern drafter. And I'm going to say skirt. And then I'm going to say basic. Okay. I don't want any darts though. No darts. Great. Waistline, I'm just gonna say it's 12. Hip height, I'm good with 10 and a half. Hip width, I'm good with 18. Length from center front is 25. Side seam is going to be 28. Also, hem slash sweep is going to be 22. No, let's go wild. 25. Also, this hem slash sweep, 25. Now, of course, I could just do total and then great. For a side seam, I actually want this straight and I want the, sorry, we're going to stick with curved. For this side seam, also 28. But I want the length to be ready. Are you ready for it? 30. So like it's a high low. And this is also 12. Hip width, hip width. Cool. I'm okay with a hip height. Yeah, this is fine. This is a little wonky. I already see it. Whatever. I'm okay with it. Width is 23. Height is this. That sounds right. No, it's not. It should be 24. Great. Create. Cool. I know you're all saying this is not the true pattern. It's okay. I know how to pattern edit enough that I know what I'm doing. But I did just want to see what I could do. So now I'm going to hit simulate. Great. Also, I just want to show you, like, sometimes you can get these, especially when you're going to do all of the editing and you don't want CLO to do any. This is something that you might get. It's okay because guess what? There's a lot of things that you can do to quickly edit and adjust it. Just go to your edit pattern tool right over here. Or I'm actually going to go to my edit curve point tool right here. And now I'm just going to edit and adjust some of these, right? So I now know I actually want this here. And I'm going to pick this up. And what is this? 26. I think I wanted it 25. Great. So you can just start like as I'm going, if you get like a pattern you don't love, guess what? You can do exactly what I'm doing here, which is I'm just editing and adjusting it until I get the pattern that I do like and love. I don't really want this to be curved, and I'm going to convert to curve point. Convert only. Delete point. Convert only. Delete point. Great. This I want a lot more curved. This also, this whole thing should get picked up over here. I just want to make sure these match up. So I'm going to select this and this. I don't think they do. I'm going to right click, match up, match measurements. Short, start. Okay. Great. Much better. Okay, just took a few edits to make this what I really wanted it to be. I also know that I'm probably going to have to extend this out a little more to make this look a little bit better. Okay. But I wanted like a high-low. I did a really crazy high-low, right? I made a difficult design. I don't like, we're just showing you what you can do here. But again, also, as you can see in your pattern drafter, You have a lot of control. I had all of the control here. So honestly, all of the pattern edits are on me. If I did a simple one and I was just like, hey, I want to edit or adjust, or I want to change out the sweep or anything like this, you can see that this is actually like much more uniformed, much nicer. It's all like working much better, right? All nice and I can hit create, create. I can just delete this, go here, simulate. Easy peasy. Also, if I wanted to drop in an image or get an image created, the AI pattern drafter is right there. And then you can go into the AI and then you can type in or you can do an image. But now you've got some trousers, you've got skirts, you've got tops. So much fun. This will just keep expanding. I hope you enjoy it. If you have any questions, you know where to go. Thanks so much for watching. Again, if you have any questions, use that comment section down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Keep having fun in CLO. And yeah, thanks so much for watching and can't wait to see you on the next one.